Alrighty. So, dragons, I'm trying to do a video here. Can you give me a space here for a second so I can show them what the eggs look like? What is up, everybody? It is Wulfe Bruce back in Scorched Earth, the new expansion for Ark. Looking snazzy, if I do say so myself. I totally think the new armor stuff, I need to dye it up and see what I can do with it, but I kind of like it. I don't like the little crotch parachute strap things. Those are a little weird, personally. Yeah. Anyway, so today's video is going to be about the dragons, Wyverns. And, yeah. I'm going to tell you how to get them. You can't tame the bigger ones. Don't bother wasting your bullets. Don't bother trying to force tame. It crashes your game. Don't do none of that stuff. What you have to do is snag an egg. You have to rob a mother of her baby. How do you feel about that? I feel fine, personally. Alright, I'm going to be real with y'all. I've already done this a few times. It is extremely difficult, and I've died pretty much every time. So currently I am in God mode, both me and my bird. I went in with just the bird God mode, and then somehow I died off the back of the bird. I don't know. It is definitely a fresh bird. I'm desperately trying to level up its speed as we are doing this whole thing now, but yeah, he's a baby bird. And alright, so map. So where we're at the very southern end of this thing. So basically you see all these rock things. It is right out at the bottom of the hill going all the way around there. So let's see. First off, I'm just going to show you guys what you're going to be in for. You can already see a few of them in there. Remember, I'm in God mode. Do not try this by yourself. Yeah, do you see them now? And keep in mind, this is in my own thing, so it's not like I have dino density turned up or nothing. That's just how many are in there. I kind of want to find a vulture or something. Yeah, you, come here. Make sure my God mode is still working. Hello, Argent. Alright, I think my God mode might be okay. Yep, alright. Here we go! Sphincter clench, man up and dive into the pit of despair. Alright, so what you're going to be looking for is, you see how there's these little alcoves here. So the eggs that you are stealing, there's 3 different types: poison, lightning, and of course fire, because it is a dragon. Yeah, mad. Speaking of fire dragon, angry ones. I'm just going to zip around here, see if hello, pardon me. And that would be the lightning one. Yep, alright, everybody's here at the party. So these little side alcoves here are where they have their nests. And when you get lucky and find the right one, because there's going to be a few of them in here, but I'm looking for you guys. There is nests that appear in these little alcoves right here, and in said nest will be an egg. It is completely randomized, but it is a fertilized egg, and it follows all the normal rules of a fertilized egg, which means it will die if it's out of temperature for too long, or it's got a spoil timer type thing on it. And just like when you pick up any dino's eggs, every one of those dinos that happens to be nearby will immediately get very angry at you and come after you. Yeah. So I'm thinking you're probably going to have to well, as I said, we'll talk about tactics in a little bit. I'm just going to do a speedy update while I go through here until I find an egg to show you guys. Unless that's nope. And you can witness what you have to be dealing with. Alrighty. So, dragons, I'm trying to do a video here. Can you give me a space here for a second so I can show them what the eggs look like? Okay, so there, you see in the nest there's a little blue thing in the middle. That would be a dragon egg. Lightning dragon, actually. There's several different spots in this whole thing. Like, this is a pretty long canyon, and these little alcoves are all over the place in it. Yeah. Oh, see that big shiny one right there? That is an alpha wyvern. We're going to talk about that in a second because those are important. You guys need to remember what that looks like. It looks like pretty much all the other alphas with the aura and all that stuff. But yeah. So, well, I'm just going to keep flying here. Might as well talk about everything right now. So the way I figure it, there's a couple different tactics you can use. Most of them with multiple people. So one tactic that would be like 2 people necessary. By the way, you'll notice these things are fast. You saw earlier my bird's at 170-something%. This is full sprinting. But anyway, you basically get an Argent. You max it out as much as you can. Speed at least like 200, 220 some odd %, I would say. And health, just all the healths. Need all of the healths. Hopefully with an upgraded saddle and all that. And somebody does what I just did and just flies through there and collects this gigantic swarm of bloodthirsty dragons. And I'm screenshotting that. I think that needs to happen. Okay. Anyways, somebody goes and drags all these dragons off where another person would go down there and grab whatever egg you happen to find, because obviously you're going to want to find the egg first so you know you're at least in the general vicinity of said egg. Grab the eggs that they can and take off, book it. Most likely the person what I'm doing is going to be a suicide run, so be naked, have a replaceable bird, just, expect to die. Could you live through it? No, of course you could totally live through it. Living is always doable. But don't be surprised if you die. Anyway, so then you'd grab them. The other tactic I would have is a whole bunch of people with those homing RPGs, the homing missiles, which work really good on taking these guys out, killing them. So a whole bunch of you guys, and you just go Dragon Jihad, and real strong Argents, all the things basically, and just Dragon Jihad and murderize all of them, and then just go and pick up your eggs at leisure. Third way is getting a buddy that has another one of these things that's fairly leveled up and all that can then go and Dragon Jihad them for you. And of course the fourth way that we don't talk about, which is the Bruce's I'm gonna do something dumb thing, which would be something like finding the egg, grappling hook down in a ghillie suit as ninja as possible. See how far these dudes followed me? Oy, let's check the map. How far did they follow me? They followed me, like a quarter to a half of the map, just chasing me. Angry. So very angry. Anyway, so, and yeah, just sphincter clinch, grappling hook down there as ninja as possible, snagging said egg, and running away as fast as possible and praying you don't get seen. Not saying that's a smart way, by any means, but, that is a way. It is something that can be done. Okay, also, when you're raising these things, you need something like dragon's milk. You need the milk for them. You can't just do the usual baby thing of, throw a pile of meat in a feeding trough and be like, hey, you're good, later. You're going to want to, you have to get the milk stuff for them as well. If you guys, that alpha wyvern, you kill him, then you have to check their inventory. Keep that in mind. Inventory checking for the milk, because it is an inventory. But basically, if you kill an alpha wyvern, they have enough milk, depending on your rates, to most likely raise from birth to adulthood a wyvern right now. So, which is the next thing I'm going to have to do. Again, a bunch of people with the homing RPGs and or a really, really strong dragon of your own, or just savage it out with Argents and hopefully somebody lives through it. But yeah, those things are tough, but it's doable. It's still doable, but the point of this is it's not like everybody, you PvP guys, don't worry, it's not like everybody's going to be riding these things around. Yeah, alpha tribes are probably going to snag them first because, as you may have noticed, most of those tactics take a lot of people. But it is doable. I am still figuring out a way. The first egg, the only egg I currently have, is a fire egg that I did sphincter clench grappling down in steel. So that's possible. It is possible. But yeah, it's difficult. And yeah, so that's all I got for you guys on these dragons and what you can do for them. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave it in there. Once I get some milk and all that stuff, I'm going to be doing that as a next video type thing, further into the dragons. But that is how to procure an egg, and yeah, once again, you're far west on the edge of the mountains is the location. It's pretty obvious looking. It is just a river of hell going alongside the mountains here. So yeah, shouldn't be too bad, right? You guys got this. Alright, this is Wolf Bruce. Don't forget to square up with that like button like it's your favorite hater, and comments, subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys next video.